think
right.
that once you're able to rationalize racism as just being a truism or a social norm, you're able to like almost make it where like deprioritize in different ways and think about the family structure, think about your Christian values, think about, you know what I'm saying, how you feel like men should not be in women's sports. Think about like these are all entry points that I found from having conversations during the campaign time that people was getting into. Because even now, trans women in women's sports, conservatives has so like they so good at it that it's like they can just say they can justify, hey, we gonna take down Black Lives Matter Boulevard along with taking trans women out of sports, and niggas gonna be like,
Missed
and they'll be
one,
like,
okay with the other. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh man, listen. We can justify. I almost think about it like this, man. I hate to even say it like this, but it's some people in our community. For if I say what I want to say, I'm a preface it. There's some people in our community that hate trans people more than they hate white supremacy. If you told them that a boycott would lead to trans people not getting some shit, it might last a little longer.
I don't disagree with you. I actually think you're right, and it's tragic. I do think that there are like these vulnerabilities that different communities have. Like I think white people are deeply vulnerable to going along with things that are fundamentally against their best interests if they are convinced that black people will get something that they don't deserve. Right? Like that's a vulnerability, and y'all got to deal with that. Like you know what I mean? I think black people deeply vulnerable to homophobia. Like if you can convince like it's a black person, like you won't be able to convince us against, you can't use racism really. That's not gonna work. But if you use sexism, you use a little
Now, homophobia,
homophobia,
yeah, what?
oh man, like there's a vulnerability there. And I think a lot of communities need to kind of be careful with that. But okay, I want to come back to this